Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good.
I won't call it the evening. It's just in the afternoon. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, sorry, I got ahead of myself there. Afternoon. So, my name's Johnny Hampson. Who am I joined with?
With Joe Foster.
Emily DaCosta.
Alessia Georgiou.
And today, first of all, we're talking about Love Island. So, what are we thinking? Winners?
I thought it was a deserved win. I think clearly a lot of people were happy about it. I think it was contrasting opinions. Alessia, what do you think about it?
I think it was a huge disappointment. I think that the winners should have been Millie and Zach, and Sammy and Kieran are boring.
Should we have a listen to the clip from the show last night?
Let's go.
Here we go. So here we go. Sad times.
What a disappointment that was.
It is.
I thought Millie would win for a second round. Well deserved. What an amazing couple her and Zach are. And instead, 5 weeks of nothing.
I've never seen someone get so excited about two people being in a relationship and winning an event before. Do you know what I mean? I think.
Do you not see it every year on telly?
Sorry, I just don't really see how people get excited about a ball rolling against grass. But you know.
Yeah, agreed.
I agree with that. Right, next. So it was the BAFTAs recently. Emily, do you ever got anything to tell us about that?
So they happened on Sunday night. The movie Sinners actually won 2 awards. So they won the original screenplay, and then the supporting actress won Best Supporting Actress. I'm not going to try and pronounce her name because I don't want to butcher it.
Nice.
Have you all seen Sinners?
Yeah, I've seen it.
No.
I personally haven't. It looks
You've not
really
seen
good
it?
though.
Do you think it's deserving of winning? Because I've seen it and I think it was really good. There were some moments.
There's
that
loads of
confused
critics
me.
though. Like people, when after I googled the critics as you do, and everyone hated it. Like everyone was hating on it.
That's so weird because it was a bit confusing in parts for me. I didn't really understand some of the bits, but I think it was a really good story.
When I went to the cinema to go see it, I thought it was going to be like a film about gangsters and cowboys, and then. Spoiler, it turns into like vampire crazy film, and I was like,
really
it shows you that in the trailer though, so it was really
I didn't watch the trailer to be honest, but I should have, because I thought it was going to be like, to be honest, a bit disappointed when it was about vampires. I thought it was going to be all cool about like the history of like American cowboys and stuff, but it wasn't anything.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
Yeah.
I was more focused on the fact Paddington Bear was in attendance.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Paddington was in attendance last night.
So I pull up the clip.
Pull up the clip.
Here we go.
Mrs. Brown said that me giving this award is something called a first for BAFTA. I am the first ever bear to present an award.
I think that's pretty cool. He's just come off of West End and now he's presenting an award.
Well, I think the problem is the fact, because it wasn't a live show, they should have used the actual Paddington voice from the films. The Paddington voice from the film has something in particular. He's very funny because he doesn't act like he knows what he's saying, but he sounds a lot more of a sophisticated Paddington. Do you know what I mean?
Paddington is quite sophisticated, but I feel like his voice is very distinct, and that is just not Paddington.
Yeah, I like the concept of it though.
It sounds a little bit like him, but it's just not as distinct as you.
It's not.
You said it's not as distinct as.
I think Paddington in general
voice.
is just like a southern thing. Like you two are defo into it because you like. Oh no, you two because you're more south in it. But like,
no,
Joe, do you rate Paddington?
I absolutely love Paddington.
I love Paddington.
Where are you from?
They're from Blackpool, Manchester, Lily.
I never watched Paddington.
south.
I always thought it was because like my mum's from Manchester and I was like, she didn't whack
Right.
the telly.
I do think the lack of emotion in the voice, it didn't make anything sound very funny. It just made him sound like
Very serious.
Just feel really sorry for you, Paddington. Do you know what I mean?
Is someone inside him on the telly?
Yeah,
It's
a
either that
dwarf.
or I think he's a robot.
A robot.
I was going to say a wardrobe then.
He was played by a dwarf actor.
There's an
at West End.
I've just heard from intel from the gods that there actually is an actress inside.
So-
Oh,
Feel
the
really?
toy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Must get a bit hot in there, I must say.
Yeah.
Anyways, right, okay.
Right, should we move on?
Moving on swiftly. I think Alessia's got something morbid she'd like to talk about.
It's morbid, not morbid,
Slightly.
and very impactful and powering.
Yeah.
The first British baby has been born using a transplanted womb from a dead donor. So I think that's pretty amazing. I think that's a revelation for medicine today and healthcare and fertility specifically. So a baby boy was born, and he's the first child in the UK to be born using a womb transplant from a woman who unfortunately passed away. She gave her womb to Grace Bell, a woman in her 30s who was born without a viable womb, and now they've got a little boy called Hugo. So,
Hugo. Interesting.
Hugo, what a name.
That name reminds me of that weird film.
Film?
I was literally talking about it last night. That film of the boy in the clock, and he's in like, it's played by the actor of
Has anyone seen this?
the boy in the striped pajamas.
the guy in Sex Education.
Yes. Anyway, that's irrelevant.
Hugo.
on.
I got yeah.
It reminds me of that name.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cute name.
Anyways, about the womb.
I think it's remarkable, isn't it? There's been
Magical.
so many medical advances over the past few years, you know, like
Yeah.
the Manjaro, the weight loss drugs, and now we're swapping. You know, people are getting new wombs. It's life changing, especially for women, because you know,
Yeah.
not being fertile, not being able to conceive as a woman, in most cases, is devastating.
I've
for
got a
some
question
people.
for you. If you could transplant one of your organs, what would you transplant?
If we were dead, you mean?
I don't know, dead or alive.
Probably say my appendix.
What, the most useless one that you have?
Yeah, exactly. There's no use for it. Have
You
that for
just
free.
replace it. What's the point in that?
Just have it for free. Do you know what I mean?
Why would anyone want an appendix?
I've got a
transplant?
question, actually. How do you guys feel about giving your organs away? If
Yeah,
God forbid, pass away.
Have them.
Have him, yeah. You
It
dead.
depends on how healthy the organs are. If they're healthy enough, then fine.
I would do it.
That's
I
not
thought-
for me to decide though whether they're healthy or not. A doctor will be like, oh,
Exactly. If the doctor
Yeah.
thinks they're healthy enough, then go for it. But if
Yeah.
they don't, then
Would you donate your
Absolutely
womb?
well, yeah, I'm not using it if I'm dead.
like,
So
literally, yeah.
I can't
I'd
get a
rather
copy.
it go to somebody. I'd rather it go to somebody who needed it and would, utilize it and give them the life that they need and want than just be buried with it.
Well, do we have any piece of audio, Lily, from the father? Could
Yeah, we do actually.
we play that?
So I'll
We
give
get
you a little
emotional.
play of this now. Here we go.
For my part, it's more just being the emotional support. We are in it together, making sure Grace doesn't feel alone in this whole process. I appreciate she's the one that had gone through the transplant, put a body on the line, and got to the point of where we are today. And I'm just there alongside her the whole time.
What a supportive husband.
Lovely.
That's a husband of pure art of gold there. Do you know? And I think being in that stage, do you reckon that woman who has had this womb transplant ever thought that was going to happen? Is it a miracle?
Never.
It is quite.
Unless she's
It
like
is-
telepathic, you'd never be
Yeah,
able to.
it's
know,
like
would
you wouldn't expect that. Like I wouldn't think that in a mindset. I didn't even know that could be done. Did anyone know that could be done?
No.
Well, she had to go through IVF
that's actually
treatment.
pretty mad, like God knows what's going to happen to our stuff after we die. We could go on to be great.
100 years time, who
Yeah.
knows?
What if
Wow.
some nasty person ends up with my lungs? Well, I hope they do
Well,
because they're probably rubbish already. Yeah,
Well, what's next on the cards?
nothing.
There's nothing next on the cards.
Joe,
There
you
actually
wanna
is something
speak?
on the
Yeah.
cards.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Let
forgot
Joe
about
speak.
Joe's
There is something on the cards
Yeah.
recently, and for all you football fans listening, recently, Real Madrid versus Benfica. Well, obviously, a very competitive game, but there's one thing that has once again ruined the aspect of sport, and this can be for anything really, in any sort of social construct: racism. And I feel as if the incident between the Benfica player and Vinicius Junior, him covering his mouth, essentially saying a racial slur, has been suspended for that now. I do think it just overall ruins the game. At the end of the day, people are there to just play football, and even if you don't have a strong knowledge on the sport or in anything, nothing ever comes down to racism, does it?
It
No.
ruins everything, not just sport.
Yeah.
It's never acceptable racism.
There's so much prejudice in football and in the sport world. I mean, look at what happened after the when was it? 2021.
What with was it Saka?
Yeah,
When
missed the penalty.
Saka-
Jadon Sancho,
Oh.
Rashford, and Saka, 3.
There were fights in the streets, just
And they were being really racist to him as well. I
pubs,
remember
streets,
that.
so much racism going on.
And it comes to a point now, I think, where it's just, especially in a sport mindset, it's tiring. It's like, this isn't what I want to hear about. I want to hear about Vinicius Junior bagging one bottom left corner. I don't want to hear about, some 20-year-old, 20-year-old
Yeah.
player who's clearly.
What are you going to
Not
do
mature
about
in
it
it.
then?
What am I gonna
No,
do
you're
about
at
it?
the football games. Like, I'm not there to be picking all these people up. What are you going to do?
You know what? If, like they say at football games, if incidents do happen, there's always a number to call. Always call that number, listeners. See it, say it,
Sort
report
it.
it.
What is the number? 616.
All varies which actual stadium it is. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's handy then, isn't it? Good for them.
Very much so.
All right.
We all done here. Thank you, guys. Everyone listening, have a lovely evening. And this has been Yorkshire Voice Podcast.
This is Leeds Trinity University.